do think he's rich. Because he has a lot of money.
Does he let you have things you're not supposed to have?
Yes.
Like chewing gum, and even Madison letting her have chewing gum when she barely had teeth in her mouth. She'd come from the back room. I say, "Where'd you get that chewing gum, Papa?"
I'm in the college application process, and he's always trying to get me to go to Morehouse. So every time he talks to me, he says, well, the funny thing is he's an alumni of Morehouse, but he doesn't pronounce it right. He doesn't pronounce the or. He just says, it's nothing like Morehouse man. It's nothing like Morehouse man. You ever looked at Morehouse?
One day I really got on his nerves. I really got on his nerves. And he looked up at me and said, if I was a cussing man, I'd cuss you out. And I froze in my tracks. Because I knew that I had gone over the line. So I stopped whatever I was doing and I got back in line, and I never will forget. I don't think I ever cut up like that anymore. So. I had made, on a particular day, I had made several cakes for different people. And one cake was for my uncle Sylvester. And I asked my dad to give it to him for me because I wasn't going to be around when Uncle Sylvester got here. Well, later that weekend, he tells my mother, whenever he wants to get a message to me, he'll tell my mother. So he told my mom, yeah, everybody can get a cake around here except me. So I came over with the cake. I said, I got your message, and here's your cake.
I was a bricklayer by trade, and I was having Matthew to help me one day to bring mortar to me, and I was putting some pillows underneath the house. You had to crawl under it with the mortar in the bucket. And he got about halfway to me, and he's straining and said, oh, said, this is too strenuous. He says, I'll go to school from now on before I do this. And that's what he did.
We grew our vocabulary living in the house with Bishop Norwood. I recall one time in a relationship wanting to do something that they weren't so happy about, and I didn't see anything wrong with it. And the way he would get us would be with his words. He said, well, just because he asks doesn't mean you have to capitulate. And that would send me scrambling for the dictionary. What did that mean?
One of my favorite stories is about going to church. Growing up, we knew where we were going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If it was something at the church, we knew that's where we were going to be. ABYPU, Sunday school, that's where you were going to be. No matter what else was going on in our lives, at school, at whatever, that's where you were going to be at church. So this particular year, it snowed really bad, and when it snows in Atlanta, the city shuts down just at the prediction of snow. This particular time it snowed, and it was a Friday night. This was way back when we were having Friday night service. And about 6 o'clock, Daddy started getting ready for church. So we were all sitting around like, where is he going? It's snowing outside. So he said, y'all come on, get your stuff together. We're going to church. I said, Daddy, it's not going to be anybody there. And at the old church, the driveway is it's on an incline, so you have to go up a hill. There's no way we could have made it up that hill. So he proceeds to get ready. We go, Mama, do we have to go? She said, no, I'll stay here with y'all. So she stayed here with us. He gets ready. Well, if nobody go, I go by myself. I said, well, you're going to be by yourself because there won't be anybody there. He gets dressed, bundles up, gets out the door, walks down the driveway, maybe about 10, 15 steps, slips up and falls. And we all standing in the window cracking up because it's like, we tried to tell you it's not worth it. So he turns around, he comes back in, dusting himself out. It's rough out there. It's pretty rough out there. So we got a laugh out of that. And needless to say, there was no service. And we thank the Lord he didn't make us have church, because there were times when we would have church right in the house when it was just the children.
And Melody was talking about the vocabulary, and he's still big on making sure that you increase your vocabulary. When we play Scrabble, Bishop will, it seems like he's making up words, and then when he puts it down on the Scrabble board, he say, "Look it up." And if you challenge him and look it up, usually it's a word. It might be a Turkish unit of measure. It might be a Hungarian bread, but usually it's a word. So if you play Scrabble with Bishop and he plays a word, don't challenge it.
Fondest memory, and this is a story I've shared before, but that's what qualifies as fondest. You share it over and over again. When I was younger, probably before teenage years, my father took me to fish and taught me how to fish. And we had some pretty good success that day, caught quite a few fish, nothing very big, but a lot of medium to small fish. We brought them home, and my mother was going to clean them and cook them. But I was so proud of my fish, I took my fish to my room. And the next day, when my mother was ready to cook them, she was looking for the fish I caught. And I said, well, they're back in my room. She didn't see them in the refrigerator, so I brought them out. Needless to say, we didn't really cook those fish. They weren't really of a quality to be eaten 24 hours later after not being refrigerated. But so he taught me how to fish, but not what to do after you catch the fish. So that was one of my funniest and fondest moments. And I guess just something Monte would often say, and Mark too, that if we didn't cooperate, Bishop would operate. And if you equate operating to a hospital, Bishop was a skilled surgeon and could go to work in a mighty way. And
you got the least out of everybody because he was a baby.
That's not
He got the least out of everybody.
because I got blamed for the stuff they did. So it wasn't innocent until proven guilty. That's probably why I debate so much today. I have to fight to prove my love.
So those are my funny stories about my dad.